Okay, welcome back with Happy Chappa, and this is Cinderella versus the darkness. So, I believe we all pretty much know the Cinderella story. I say that and I don't even know the end of it. Anyway, what we do know, or what I know, is it was a fairy godmother that came down and gave her a wish to be a princess, as she was a slave in her home with her three ugly sisters, I believe is how they were put. And she was the one that always was there for everyone. She'd have done anything to take the pressure away. So one night this fairy godmother comes and saves her to take her away from it all, to give her that one night of happiness. And of course, it happens, and on her way home she loses a shoe, and that shoe becomes the power to the story. As the prince searches the whole town looking for this princess that fits the shoe. But by this time, Cinderella had turned back to her slaving days, and her sisters and family treated her that way. And everybody tried to fit in her shoes. This is the point. As you'll find in life, people try to fit into other people's shoes. You could have a position that you're in, and your friend sees you in this position, and it's working beautifully for you, but your friend wants it. Now, this is your friend, supposedly. But what you'll find is that your friend will try to push you away from that position and push themselves into that position for themselves. Which is not very friendly. So just like that, what you found in Cinderella was everybody else was trying to take her place, to fit into this shoe. While it was made for Cinderella especially, by the magical world, by the magical godmother. Ding! That was my magic wand. So, this shoe was especially for Cinderella. It wasn't going to fit anyone else. But everyone tried to force into that position. And it wasn't going to happen. And it came to Cinderella's home, and her sisters was the same. As I recall, they didn't even want Cinderella to even have her foot put there in the shoe, or even try to prevent that from happening. Which brings out what you see. It should have been called the Ugly Town, as I believe it was the three ugly sisters, is how they were looked upon. And not to say on appearance level, but on their actions of what they done and what they used to do and kept doing, and how they treated Cinderella, as she was always there, the one to take off the pressure of everyone. They would abuse that with her, and the ugliness was inside them, which came to appear on the outside. Where Cinderella was this beautiful girl, and in how she was in life, which appeared on the outside, because she was so beautiful inside, where she just wanted to help everyone and take away that pressure that people felt. Yet everyone else wanted to just place more pressure on the Cinderella and take away the enjoyment that she had for that one night, so she could never have any more of it. Now, that's just like a friend coming in to push you out of your position so they can achieve what you've been achieving in jealousy. That's something that we've all got to be aware of. How people are, how they're acting, how they're moving. And the jealousy, either a jealous person or other someone that goes out of the way to help you, the same way that you would go out of your way to help them. Maybe not necessarily out of their way, but to help you. Is that their goal? Is that their aim? And so what you find is everybody wanted to take Cinderella's shoes, but they only fitted her. There was only one princess and one prince, and he could only be with the princess that was made for him, who happened to be Cinderella. It wasn't going to be anyone else. As I recall, the two of them end up together. If not, I don't know where the story went. But the whole point is people trying to fit other people's shoes when they're not designed for you. This was Cinderella's story. And to prevent her from that story was only showing more of who these people were, in the ugliness of what they were doing. Now, in everyday life, if you were the friend or someone that was in the town and seen the Cinderella, now my instincts would be to, oh, she lives down here, go to here, let me take you. Get the shoe, get the prince, bring him to the princess, and they both would be overjoyed. And for that good, the cycle would come round to you. First off, you get the pleasure of seeing that love between two, which is everything. And you feel that within you. And you instantly get that comeback. On the physical form, the prince and princess sees what you've done and want to bring you to the castle and share a meal with you and all their friends. Voila. Helping one another, loving one another can be so powerful. Yet to all them who fight and battle to fit into somewhere where they're not supposed to be, will never work. It will only cause destruction, mayhem. And as I say, as I recall, what you find is with Cinderella and the prince, they end up together anyway. So it was all pointless. It was just a way of bringing some dark energy into the light. I'm sure they're both having a good time now. Anyway, this is Happy Chappy. Love and peace.